Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Geoffrey Harris, and for many years I have been a professional Toastmaster and public speaker, and I'm based in Leicestershire. It has been my pleasure to officiate at many events throughout the United Kingdom. I am also an associate of the Cruise Lecturers Association, the CLA, presenting on British and American cruise ships. It is my pleasure to inform you of some of my CLA associates, specialising in the armed forces, police and criminology, public speaking, motivation, general interest, and, of course, there are our Australian-based associates. It is the policy of the CLA that all associates meet and be approved by members of the Associate Committee prior to appointment. They must be experienced public speakers and be PowerPoint proficient and attend the appointed video studios in Southampton, Merseyside or Cambridge.
The centenary of World War I is going to ensure that associates with military backgrounds are going to be in great demand. Those associates available include Brigadier Ian MacLeod, Rear Admiral Nick Lambert, Senior Royal Air Force Officer David G. Head, former Vanity Fair award winner James Power, who specialises in the First World War, and military historian David Grogan, and these are to name just a few. For ships cruising the Southern Hemisphere, our Australian associates include international exhibiting artist and broadcaster Helen Playford, and Jessica Syme, a published author specialising in travel books on Australia. Realising the importance of this market, it is our intention to offer a wide selection of quality, qualified speakers. The CLA numbers some of the country's leading professional motivational speakers who achieve very high fees for their land-based presentations. These include the President of the Public Speakers Association, Ailey Milnes, and speakers Will Kintish, Sue Tonks, Sarah Hopwood, David Hall, and Mike Blissett. Police and criminology, one of the most popular cruise lecture topics. The CLA, with over 40 former police officers as associates, many of very senior rank, plus criminologists and barristers, offer over 1,000 years of combined experiences. I would now like to inform you of some other talented associates. Following the same profession as myself, Toastmaster Brian Rowe, formerly Chief Superintendent of Police with the City of Manchester, popular presenter on Thompson Cruises and scheduled to speak on Princess Cruises. He is much in demand. Keith Baldwin, formerly Household Cavalry and Police Superintendent, professional public speaker, entertainer and voice-over artist, one of the country's finest speakers. Cruising with Saga in 2013. Also cruising with Saga in 2013 is Sheila Radford, the lady who, whilst working for the National Lottery, gave away millions. The details of some of the attempted scams and fiddles are given in an interesting, informative and light-hearted presentation. Manchester Evening News editor for 14 years, Paul Horrocks, with a host of interesting stories to relate, cruising with cruise and maritime voyages. Actress, published author, BBC personality and voice-over artist Christine Dawes, with many interesting stories to relate. She is also cruising with cruise and maritime voyages. Paul de Burton, professional speaker, actor, former private detective and all-round entertainer. Former Lever Brothers scientist Paul Riley presents a light-hearted series of talks based on the cosmetic and consumer industry. Educationalist and cruise presenter with Thompson Cruises, Karen Bolt gives talks such as Ghostly Galleons. We only have one poet, but he is one of the country's finest, and he is Andrew Brown. Andrew will be pleased to present his own works and that of famous British poets. Educationalist, broadcaster and public speaker Keith Wells with a unique approach to entertain and inspire audiences. Michelle Monroe, award-winning author, broadcaster and popular cruise presenter, talks about her famous father, Matt Monroe. Finally, founder of the CLA, Gordon B. Parr, KLJ, formerly Household Cavalry and international businessman. Cruising with the world's cruise liners for over 10 years, one of the most experienced and sought-after general interest presenters in the industry.
I am sure that from that list you will find talks that will interest and intrigue. For my own part, I give talks about a Toastmaster's tales, strangely enough. Folk tales, folklore and funny folk. An amusing look at tales from the north of England and the Midlands. The London that no one tells you about. Always interesting because no one ever tells you about it. And finally, Off with Their Heads, a history of executions in this country through the centuries. Whatever, ladies and gentlemen, whatever your needs for speakers, I am confident that the CLA will meet all of your requirements.